She invited you to visit her in Russia and crash on her husband's couch? That's insane! Wouldn't he want to kill you in your sleep? YOLO, I'm ready to go. I got my Russian visa. What if he's connected to the Russian mafia? How do you know there aren't hitmen just waiting outside right now?
I don't wanna be okay, yeah, I wanna be great.
This isn't a story of a mail-order bride or of a gold-digging, green card hunting foreigner. This is about a woman in her late 20s clinging onto the belief there exists true love. I was a willing participant, young and desperate for experience. It all started right after I graduated college. I moved across the country to start my own company, and I met her at a startup exhibition. My company had a huge banner. Her company had a huge banner, and her banner looked just like ours. I was thinking, no way! These whacks are trying to copy our idea? So I go up to their booth, and I approached this beautiful young lady. I was fired up, about to grill her and assess the competition. She was all alone, and I went straight for the finishing move. I asked her to explain how her technology works. That tripped her up. She had no idea what she was saying, and so I let the gang know we ain't got nothing to worry about. So my company worked out of a co-working space, and the next week I come back into the office. I see the same Russian girl from the exhibition sitting directly next to our table. I was too embarrassed to speak to her because of our first encounter, but over the weeks, I would overhear her and her peers speaking in Russian. Я не понимаю по-русски. I became infatuated with the language. I made a promise to myself that I would ask a Russian girl out on a date because I wanted that immersive learning experience. I used apps like Duolingo and Babbel, and after 6 months, I felt ready. I had no idea where to meet a Russian girl, so I did the first thing that came to mind. I Facebook messaged the girl from the exhibition and from the office. Привет, как дела? Impressive, no? I asked her out to coffee so we could catch up. And to my surprise, she said yes. She didn't even remember who I was. So we grabbed some drinks from the cafe and we shared a muffin. We talked about her missing Moscow, why I decided to learn Russian, how she spent 2 years studying in Beijing. I was instantly smitten. Her accent and her smile were beyond adorable. Throughout the conversation, I kept looking down at her hands because I noticed an engagement-looking kind of ring. But it was on the right hand, and in the US, we wear it on the left. I was still in the game at this point, but I don't like to play games, so I straight up asked, what's the deal? She said, in Russia, if you're married, you wear the ring on the right hand. It's whatever, I'm down to just hang out. So what was supposed to be a 30-minute coffee chat turned into us spending the next 6 hours together. The next day, she invites me out to a day at the museum with her. After that first coffee date, I never once saw her wear the wedding ring ever again. If you want to hear the next part of this story, or stories like this, like and hit that subscribe button below. And if you have an epic story, leave it in the comments section. I might just make a video out of it. I also want to see in the comments what you would have done if you were in my shoes, or if you've ever been in a similar situation. Doubt it. Alright, I'll see you next time. Peace.